Let's jump right into a thrilling recap of the recent Formula One Qatar Grand Prix, a 19-lap spectacle rife with 3 safety car periods and marked by strategic tire choices. Max Verstappen claimed his third title in what was an extraordinary dash to the finish, whilst Oscar Piastri reigned supreme in the sprint race. The race commenced with Piastri in pole position, but a rapid succession of soft tire vehicles, including George Russell, Carlos Sainz, and Charles Leclerc, overpowered Lando Norris and Verstappen, who had started on medium tires. A safety car was promptly deployed when Liam Lawson spun off at turn 2. When the race resumed on the third lap, Piastri was overtaken by Russell, who dived impressively inside at the turn 6 hairpin. Yet another safety car period was called for when Logan Sargent had a spin-off at turn 9. On the 7th lap, the race was back on, with news that the cars on soft tires were grappling with rubber graining. Verstappen, showing his mettle, clawed his way back to the 3rd position. By the 11th lap, Russell maneuvered past Piastri, aided by a DRS-assisted run to the first corner. However, a third safety car had to intervene, following a 3-way battle involving Esteban Ocon, Nico Hülkenberg, and Sergio Perez that led to a crash at turn 2. Hülkenberg managed a quick escape, but not before he had to retire in the pits, with Ocon and Perez also forced to withdraw. The race resumed on lap 15, with Piastri outpacing Russell and Verstappen coming in second, courtesy of another DRS-assisted move. Despite setting the fastest laps, Verstappen couldn't quite bridge the gap to Piastri, who finished 1 8/10 of a second ahead of Verstappen. It was a hard-fought third place for Norris, who overtook the Ferrari drivers after the third safety car period. Russell managed 4th place, finishing ahead of teammate Lewis Hamilton, who had started in 12th position. Charles Leclerc, who initially ran 5th, was later overtaken due to Norris's tire advantage and finished 7th, followed by Sainz in 6th place. Alex Albon made late gains to secure the 8th position, while Fernando Alonso and Pierre Gasly slipped to 9th and 10th, respectively. Lance Stroll, Kevin Magnussen, and Zhou Guanyu, who all made pit stops during the final safety car period, couldn't manage to make a significant impact with their fresh tires. Post-race investigations were initiated for Leclerc and Stroll over possible repeated track limit violations. All in all, an electrifying race that once again underscored the allure of Formula One. Hello, gearheads and petrolheads. I'm your host Enzo, guiding you through the exhilarating world of Formula One right here on F1 Motor Fever podcast. I'm joined by the ever-observant and eloquent William and our keen trackside reporter, Victoria. We're here day in and day out bringing you the latest and greatest from the F1 circuit with special broadcasts during those adrenaline-pumping race weekends.
That's right, Enzo Watts. We live, breathe, and sleep Formula One.
And we're here to bring you all the behind-the-scenes action straight from the paddock.
If you love the sound of that, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the races, and don't forget to share with your friends and family. Every bit of your support helps keep us at full throttle, delivering you the best coverage from the world of Formula One.
And trust us, you won't want to miss the nitty-gritty of this incredible race.
We're diving in to give you all the details on what happened.
So buckle up because we're about to hit full throttle. Let's get this show on the road. Following the commotion at the beginning of the race, Oscar Piastri aced the drive back to full speed on the 3rd lap. However, George Russell managed to overtake him after a late dive at the turn 6 hairpin. The race was then neutralized once more due to Logan Sargent spinning off at turn 9 midway through the 2nd sector.
Wait, hang on a minute, I didn't quite catch that. What happened exactly?
Sure. To put it another way, when the race resumed on the 3rd lap, Oscar Piastri got back up to full speed rather impressively, but George Russell managed to get ahead by swerving inside at the sharp bend of turn 6. Unfortunately, Logan Sargent spun off by himself at turn 9, causing the race to be neutralized again.
I see, thanks for that clarification.
Now, this is where the race takes an interesting turn. The pressure was on Ocon, who was on softer tires compared to Hülkenberg and Perez on mediums. As he tried to fend off Hülkenberg in and out of turn 1, Perez saw an opportunity to pass them both. But this resulted in a 3-way collision, eliminating Ocon and Perez from the race. Hülkenberg managed to get away, but had to retire in the pits.
Wow, that's quite a twist. How did the rest of the race unfold?
The race resumed on the 15th lap. Russell, on the other hand, was having a heated discussion with his Mercedes engineer about pitting during the final safety car. His team turned down his request, even though Russell felt his tires were done for. Piastri took advantage of this and pulled ahead of Russell. Verstappen followed suit and overtook Russell, putting him in second place. Despite setting 2 fastest laps, Verstappen was unable to close in on Piastri and ended up finishing 1.8 seconds behind.
So it was a real game of tire strategy then.
Absolutely. Norris made a significant comeback, overtaking the Ferraris and finishing third. Russell came fourth, ahead of his teammate Hamilton, who had a fantastic recovery from 12th position on the grid.
A thrilling race indeed. I can't wait to see how the rest of the season unfolds.
Well, there's a bit of a postscript to this race. Both Leclerc and Stroll are under investigation for apparent repeated track limit infractions. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out and impacts the final results.
Indeed, it's never quite over until it's over. All part of the drama and excitement of Formula One.
Absolutely! These investigations can sometimes change the entire complexion of a race. We'll just have to wait and see.
William, have you got any internet chatter for us today?
Let's have a look. User KB321 said, Stroll chucks steering wheel after getting knocked out of qualifying.
Frustration showing from Stroll then.
Yes, and the comments are quite interesting. User LuniK7505 said, my man has just completely given up. Fitzwilliam T. Darcy adds, I wonder if he'll even bother to finish the season. Seems kind of insane to ponder, but it's pretty clear he has no future as an F1 driver.
That's quite harsh. Anything else?
Yes, CMDR Omnicognate had a funny take. Lance, this is the 6th year in a row you've been in your rookie season. And OmeGod replied, he has 1 year of experience 6 times, which Responsible Trifle 15 called one type of experience.
Heh, they're certainly not holding back. Any more comments there, William?
Yes, there's a discussion about whether Stroll really doesn't care, or whether he's just frustrated with his performance. John Lou 13 said, doesn't him getting frustrated with how he's performing show that he does in fact care? And Creative Improvement agreed saying, not caring would mean he would be more apathetic whether he wins or loses, ends up at the back or not.
It's certainly a tough season for Stroll. Anything else?
Yes, the last comment is from Ollie Plimsolls, who said, he's going to crash so hard tomorrow. I'm scared of the Lance Stroll mental breakdown era. Quite a mixed bag of comments today.
Indeed, the internet never fails to surprise. Thanks, William. Thank you, our lovely listeners, for tuning in today to F1 Motor Fever podcast. What a heart-pounding race we've had, and what a lively discussion. Remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll always be in the pit lane with us. Your support truly drives us forward, thank you.
And don't forget to share our content. Whether you're at the pub or chatting with your mates on social media, let them know about us. We'd love to see your thoughts in the comments too. Who knows, we might feature your comment in our next episode.
Stay with us for more excitement, more debate, and more Formula One. We can't wait for the next episode.
And in the meantime, turn every conversation into a pit stop of Formula One knowledge.
Perfectly said, William. Until next time, pedal to the metal, keep your gaze on the road. Our channel's content is pure gold.